You should do a Let's Play.
Yes, I'm going to do a
Let's Play with Maverick.
I'm going to do an audio Let's Play. All right, guys. I'm in World 1. Oh, jumped over the Goomba. Oh, I missed that mushroom. Okay. Oh.
Funny thing about that Goomba.
Well, yeah.
Shigeru Miyamoto always said it was his favorite Goomba. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, across all platforms to the Gaming Tangents Podcast! Woo! We're here.
We're clapping now.
Oh, I thought we always clapped.
I forget.
I've been clapping. I don't know. Oh, it's just clapped on the pants pipe. Belinda?
Yeah,
how are you doing?
How am I doing? Oh, let's start with how you're doing.
How am I doing? I'm doing all right.
Yes.
Because I'm Menji.
And I'm Maverick.
Ah, right. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. Doing good. Mm-hmm. It's a little warm and toasty in my little box here right now, which is fine because it's cold everywhere else.
Well, I heard you're having a torrential downpour down there.
This morning was actually pretty bad. And we actually had to go outside to do some Cub Scout stuff. So that with my kid, and so that was a little tough. Yesterday was worse. Yesterday rained all day long.
I see.
It was pretty obnoxious.
Weather here is weird too. Yesterday, the high in the evening was 65 degrees, I believe. During the day, it was like 69 degrees.
That's pretty comfortable, actually.
This morning, it was snowing.
Okay. Just changed on a dime. Actually, it's funny. Here, too, about 3 days ago, it just all of a sudden turned into winter weather.
Really?
Like, for no reason, no gradual decline. It was nice fall weather, and just all of a sudden, it's like, nope, I'm cold now. Welcome to winter, bitches.
It's like Mother Nature was like, oh, shit.
Got to set her alarm.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Gotta get to work.
Well, yeah, so it's, so it was pretty cold today, and, I got up very early for class, only to find out it was canceled this morning.
Oh, well.
So
At least you got up early.
So I decided to go to Toys R Us and put a little money down for my son's Christmas gift, and then I went to work so I can earn the rest of the money to put down on his Christmas gift.
Counting down the hours until it equals son's gift.
Yeah, well, this year is going to be a little smaller than last year just because of reasons, but girlfriend and I are going in on a gift for him. We're going to go ahead and get him the Lego Dimensions. So what I went ahead and did is,
which version?
There was the PlayStation 4 version.
Okay.
But I guess there's different packs, different starter packs.
Is there?
I think
there's still the original base pack. I don't know if they've made another. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there is a Ghostbusters starter pack, and I don't mean Ghostbusters. I mean Ghostbusters Answer the Call starter pack.
Yeah. The more I keep thinking about that movie, the more I start to dislike it. Like I've gone from it was okay to gradually just disliking it. Just because the more I think about it, it's like the less it makes sense.
Yeah. Just give it a few more months. We'll see where you're at again. We'll do another Ghostbusters Answer the Call check-in.
We'll have to, because I still haven't seen the uncut version. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Oh, maybe there's more.
Maybe there's more dancing.
Of whatever. Oh, that's probably, yeah, you're right. That's what you said, right? All the dance sequences cut out?
Yeah. But I ended up... So, girlfriend's going to help in getting the starter pack. So, what I decided to do was I decided to get him what they call, I guess, a teen pack or a story pack or something like that.
Yeah.
And I got him the original Ghostbusters pack.
Oh, good. That's what I would go for as well.
So I got that, and there's a deal going on right now. It's like on all Toys to Life things, buy one, get one 40% off, you know. So I decided to go ahead and get him the Splatoon amiibos he's been asking for the last year and a half. Yeah. So there's that.
That's cool that you can mix and match them like that.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. Black Friday, if anyone's listening to this beforehand and anyone wants to get their hands on the Disney Infinity stuff, Toys R Us is desperately trying to get rid of them because it's buy one, get 3 free.
Dang. Maybe I will have to pick up a couple figures. Although some of them I really just don't like the style.
I like some of them. The ones I really want are the Marvel ones. So,
like which ones?
Spider-Man, all the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
I had a Venom one. I don't know why I got rid of it. I wish I could get that back. But yeah, mostly those. Some of the Guardian of the Galaxy ones I would like as well.
I do like those.
Yeah, as Rocket Raccoon looks pretty cool. But I'll tell you what I didn't find.
Okay. I know where this is going. All right, go ahead.
The NES Classic.
What? What do you mean? They're all over the place. And so easy to find.
Very easy to find if you look on eBay. Yes, we are going back to the Scalper territory again.
What happened? You have a story, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm pretty heated over this. So, there's a chain out here in the Midwest called The Exchange. And yes, I am calling you guys out.
Oh! Quivering in their boots.
I have been building this place up. My girlfriend had never been to it before, and she wanted to check it out. They sell, for those who don't know, they sell used video games. Doesn't matter how old it is. They go all the way back to Intellivision. They have a lot of collectible stuff there. Intellivision, Atari, Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System. You name it, they probably got it.
So it's kind of like Funko Land.
Well, it's more than that because they also sell records. They sell video or DVDs. They sell old toys. It's a small shop, but you'd be amazed all the stuff they cram into this place.
So it's more like Amoeba Music.
More or less, just more condensed and more spread out. Because I think Amoeba only has 3 locations in California. So
sure.
Well, I know San Francisco, Berkeley, and Los Angeles, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. So okay. I didn't know there was one in Berkeley.
Yeah. So we go there, and my girlfriend's like a kid in a candy factory. She's amazed at all the stuff that they have here. She's looking around, and I'm looking around, and what do I see behind the counter? NES Classic. Oh shit! Here we go. Christmas is right here.
How did they get one of them's?
I'll tell you, because I looked at it and I saw the sticker, and I was like, that doesn't look right. And I was like, excuse me, how much does is that NES Classic? I'm not gonna knock the guy who told it. He's a cool guy. I did get mad. I was mad, but I wasn't mad at him. Okay, because I've seen it a couple times before. I'm a regular. I was a regular at this place. And he goes, "Oh, it's $200." Like, what?
Now, could you just remind everybody, please, what the MSRP for a NES Mini right now is?
$59.99 plus tax.
Go on.
He says because they are in such high demand right now and they're so scarce that they have to sell it at this price. And he also let it slip that some guy walked in from Best Buy, which is across the street from this place, had just bought it and sold it to them.
From the Best Buy?
from the Best Buy. He bought it from the Best Buy and sold it to them, and they gave him, I believe, $150 for it. Yeah. And like,
brand new, still in the box.
Right. I'm like, you're kidding me. And he was like, no, I'm sorry. I know it's like an asshole thing to do, but blah, blah, blah. And it's like, he was already making excuses. I mean, from the beginning, he was already making excuses. Again, not his fault, because I think that he feels the same way. He just can't say it. Okay? I'm pissed. Like,
clearly.
It's all over my face. But I am pissed beyond belief. And I don't want to take it out on this guy. Yeah. Because he's a nice guy. All right, and I'm just like, I'm holding for the audience. I'm holding my hands in front of my mouth because I'm trying to refrain from saying something I don't want to say. Okay. And then, this is what I'm doing at the store.
Tread carefully now. Oh, okay, that's okay. Gotcha. You're reenacting.
Right, and I'm like,
meth acting. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, and I take a deep breath. I'm like, I can't support this. That's wrong. Are you? You're telling me you just got this and you're already selling it? That's scalping. You're catering to the scalpers. It's like, I know it's like it's an asshole thing to do, but that's the price that they're setting it at. Blah blah blah. I went, babe. My poor girlfriend. She's there. She's all happy, looking at all this stuff she could potentially get. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, let's go.
We're leaving.
We're leaving. Like,
what?
Oh, poor thing. She's walking up behind me and she's like, she has no idea what's going on. And I turn to the guy. I'm like, I'll be back when you're selling that thing at regular price. So, yeah. He's like, okay. And I walked out. And I was heated. And she was asking me what's going on. And I was telling her, because she wanted to get me this for Christmas.
Oh.
Also. And I want to get, she wanted to get me one for myself, and I wanted to get one for my son, So I was like, okay, but I was just explaining her the situation, and she understood why I was pissed. And so I cool off for a little bit because I was about to just post it on Facebook, and it's like, no. But then I posted it on Facebook later on anyway. And I didn't get much of a response because at the beginning I said, if you don't care about video games, then pass this up because I'm about to rant about something that isn't important. And I know this isn't important, but it's a principle of the matter that pisses me off. I'm not going to die if I don't have this for Christmas. But I'm trying to make a point.
It's not so much the fact that you weren't even walking in there to buy one.
Right.
As it is. It wasn't your intention. It's the fact that you saw this shady activity going on at a major retailer, nonetheless. Like a mom and pop store, you could almost kind of forgive them, right?
Right. And I think they feel that they can probably... I'm not saying that this is what it is. This is what I think. Okay? So this is my allegation on that. And so I think they feel they can get away with it because it has that mom and pop store kind of look. Although there are two in Indianapolis alone. There's one in Chicago that I know of, but they're all over Ohio. They're all over the Midwest.
Wow. They're trying to recoup on their own stupidity, clearly. Like, that kid could not have taken it into a GameStop and gotten $150 for it.
Right, exactly. I don't think they would have allowed that. And I didn't ask that because I go to the GameStop that's in the mall that I work in. Not that I work in a mall, but my office building is attached to the mall. It's kind of a weird setup. Okay. But anyway, so I mean, I can go into the mall. I go to the GameStop, and I know the manager there. So I asked her. I was like, but I didn't think to ask her about that price. But this is beside the point. GameStop wouldn't be doing this,
right?
And so. I was trying to find a way to contact their corporate because this is how heated I am. I'm still pretty heated about this.
All right.
But I found their Indianapolis website for this particular store, and so I text them and I say I don't even ask. I just go in because I'm heated at this point. Now this is I've told you some of this story. I actually did not tell you this part. Okay.
New scoop for me too. All right.
Yeah,
this is go on.
Okay, so this is between me and whoever's running their local store's Facebook page. Okay, I tell them, and maybe I went in guns blazing and whatnot, but I was just like, I've lost all respect for your company. How could you sell a $60 NES Classic at $200? It just came out, and you're catering to the scalpers by accepting and reselling them at eBay prices. It's not the employees who work there; it's whoever is on the very top. That is wrong. I don't get it. I get it if it were a few weeks and the system was discontinued, but not this. I can no longer support your company. And then response: it is discontinued, and we paid $150 for the item when it was traded to us. And I argue back, but it's not discontinued. That's my issue with it. It doesn't matter at this point. That was disappointing. I can't support a business that caters to scalper. Same thing with the amiibos that are hard to find and other items. I'm sorry you feel this way. And I put, except the NES Classic came out 2 days ago.
Right.
I was like, I get that on the other things, but not on an item that will be replenished. That's unacceptable. We are sorry you... Response. We are sorry you feel that way. The item we took in is worth a lot of money right now. We go off the market. If the price off, we will also. Okay?
The market? And wait. What does the M stand for in MSRP again? Could you remind me?
Manufacturer.
Okay.
Manufacturer suggested retail price.
Okay, that was market. Never mind.
Yeah, no.
I'm an idiot. Right. Continue.
Okay, so I let this go for a couple of days, and I'm still festering in my mind because we all remember the story we talked about last week, and for those who didn't listen to the last episode, I have admitted to having done the scalping thing myself. I did it for a while with the amiibos. It was not worth it after having seen these parents who are struggling to get these things for their kids. Because I'm a parent too. I get it.
You had yourself a after school Christmas special moment of your own, huh?
Exactly. Okay. So yes,
You're just
I've done this
at the
before.
Mall. Mama, why can't I get the Falco amiibo? I'm sorry, son. There will be no Falco amiibos this year. You clutching your bag of these 10 Falco amiibos that you just bought out of the store. Walk up to him.
I'm looking, and I have a change of heart. And then
walk up to
tear
him.
up, and I'm like,
"Here, kid.
Here.
Merry Christmas, kid." Then the credits roll.
Yeah. Oh, well, you forgot. They had the close up on my face smiling.
Of course. As he's walking away all happy.
Yeah. But no, I did it. I didn't do it for very long. I did it with a couple of Skylanders, and I did it with the amiibos. Skylanders make a little more sense because they actually do have rare ones that don't ever come in. So I get that.
Yes, that's different from just being out of stock.
Right, exactly.
Limited release. There's a difference between limited release and running out of stock.
Right, exactly.
Something that, yes, like you said, they haven't been discontinued. They will make more. In fact, Walmart's already stated that they will be selling more pretty soon.
Exactly. So, and Nintendo apparently announced that they're supposed to have more before Christmas. So there's that. All right, but so just so the audience knows, I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't say I've done this myself. Okay, and ever since then I've been fighting for the opposite. I've been trying to fight against this because, my son. Well, my son and I like to conduct amiibos. It's our thing. It's our father-son thing. So, I'm starting to, I understand the other side of it now. So, again, and I haven't done something like this for a year. I've what you call it. The only thing I've done is what have I done lately on eBay? I think I helped somebody sell.
What have I done?
Oh no, I was just thinking, what have I sold on eBay
all
lately?
These amiibos. I thought I'd get rich.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Ruined Christmas for everyone. What have I done?
I helped a friend of mine sell a Labyrinth figure, but that's about it. But those are rare. They don't make them anymore. They were from the 1980s. That's the point.
I would get it figure?
Labyrinth, David Bowie.
Yes, I know Labyrinth. I didn't even know you've seen Labyrinth.
I've seen Labyrinth. Who hasn't seen Labyrinth? I don't remember it, but people. Yeah. Anyway,
wait, what figure did you get?
That's the thing. I've only seen it once or twice, but I was whatever David Bowie's character was. I was selling it for. I was selling it for a friend of mine. So it wasn't even me, so I even had a hard time answering the questions. I was like, okay, well, let me get that back to you on that to relay the message.
I thought you had bought one for yourself.
No.
You wanted to buy a Labyrinth figure. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh, no. The Labyrinth is cool, but it's not my thing.
Okay, see, that's where I was getting confused. Okay. Okay, go on.
Anyway, I'm getting way off topic. So...
Stop tangenting.
Yeah, stop tangenting. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's why we name our podcast that. All right.
Is it?
Is it
Thanks
now?
for explaining.
Alrighty, so I go to the exchange's Facebook website, their corporate website, whatever. I hardly call it a corporate website. Very difficult to navigate, but anyway.
Design on GeoCities, the early 90s?
Yeah, no.
Not that bad? Okay.
Not that bad, but I went on their Facebook page to contact somebody. But except I couldn't, because the first thing I saw on there that caught my attention was, didn't get an NES Classic? Buy one of our Sega Mega Drive or Genesis 80 games in one system, blah, blah, blah.
How much are they selling those for? I'm curious.
I think they're selling them at regular price, at the MSRP price.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, because I've been seeing a few different places selling them on sale for like, $40, $30, whatever they are.
Yeah, I think that's what they run for, like $50.
No, not even. They shouldn't even be that much, I don't think.
Yeah,
they're on sale is what I was saying, so that's why.
I think those are the prices.
Sure.
So the exchange, what you call it? I see that, and I get my blood boiling again, because there was not a similar thing, but there was this thing with Nintendo when they had a little debacle with their Wave 4 amiibos last year. So this kind of reminded me of that, only that this was... Whereas Nintendo was not producing enough, the exchange were just being assholes. All right. But just a little backstory. Last year, Nintendo came out with the Wave 4 amiibos that included Ness and Charizard and all those characters. But Ness, being the character from Earthbound, was a GameStop exclusive, so he was pretty hard to get a hold of. And on their Twitter page, they put, looks like Yoshi left an Easter egg down there. What would you want for Christmas or for Easter? And everybody was like, Ness, you mother... You know what? And things like that. Basically just going off on them because they put this here knowing that they undersold these characters and whatnot. And this kind of reminded me of that. So I got a little heated, and then I wrote back and I go, I found an NES Classic last week at one of your stores. You crooks were selling it for $200. I was told it was out of print and was rare. That's pretty messed up if you ask me. Nice to know you guys cater to scalpers. I just thought everyone else here should know, because there were other people who had signed on that. Or not signed up, messaged on that or whatnot, but they didn't know about the situation.
Right. So
I go, I just thought everyone else here should know. It's too bad, because I've recommended you guys for years. I can no longer support you. And that's going to be a recurring thing, because I keep mentioning that throughout every exchange here.
Right.
No pun intended.
Good.
So they reply back. We received 2 brand new copies per store of the Nintendo Classic System that we sold to our customers for $59.99. That very expensive one was traded in by a customer. As always, trades are subject to market value and condition. Unfortunately, at this time, the value of those are sky high as availability is scarce. Due to the market value and demand, we had to make a large payout on that item traded. So I go back and say...
Wait. Wait, please tell me your next words are, what do you mean you had to buy it?
Right. I didn't, actually, because I went back...
What? You don't have to buy it!
Right.
Especially if you know Nintendo's making more?
Exactly.
So no, at that point, you were specifically intentionally buying it willingly with the intent to sell it back at an even higher price than what you bought it, because obviously no idiot's gonna sell it back just to break even.
Right, exactly. It just didn't make sense to me. And I didn't think about this at first. So,
well, I mean, in the heat of the moment, sure, only certain arguments are gonna make it to the front of your brain.
Right. So I put, what you're doing is promoting scalping, and using the excuse of it being out of print is complete nonsense, especially when Nintendo announced that another shipment is on its way. It's wrong, but you clearly don't care about your customers. Again, I can't support a company that does that. Thank you. And I thought that was going to be it. I didn't think they're going to respond after that.
Yeah. Well, you've offended their honor, sir. Right. They demand satisfaction.
Right. And to my surprise, they did respond. And they go, we do in fact care about our customers, and that is why we sold the brand new systems for $59.99. We paid out more for this trade based on market value and customer demand than what we sold this item for brand new. Believe us, we wish we had an endless supply from Nintendo. However, Nintendo limited the release and created the high demand in the market. I was like,
clearly
okay.
Not reading the thing you just wrote.
Exactly. And so I was just going to leave it at that and let it go. And then I kept thinking about it because I was at work and I couldn't just instantly reply. But it was kind of on my mind. But, of course, work trumps this. And work is more important. So work ends and then it's weighing on my mind again. And so...
Oh, those God damn.
Yeah. I had read that and I kind of skimmed it and I was just like, oh, forget it, blah, blah, blah. But then I took another read at it and I thought about it and I was like, no. And so I shot back again and I said,
oh, no.
So, if someone...
Wait, no, you're reading that wrong. So...
Yeah, so... So...
You are the ones who are the ball lickers.
Yeah. So, if someone buys an NES Classic off you guys and then they immediately sold it back, you would give them back twice what they just paid for it, despite knowing that you would get another shipment in. So,
nice. That's hilarious. Well, see, today I bought this, or yesterday I bought this, and today I saw this. Can you give me $150?
Pretty much, because that's what they just implied to me.
For real.
And then I just called them out and said, you're contributing to the problem. If Nintendo came out and said, we're done, we're not making any more, then I'd understand. But instead, you're promoting scalping by telling your customers that it's an out-of-print item when it's not. Therefore, encouraging these scalpers who are already driving up the prices and making it difficult for those just trying to get a gift for their child or their loved one. It's just wrong. If GameStop or Best Buy did this, they would be torn a new one. But I guess that's just business. A business I can no longer support or recommend.
Okay, that sounds familiar. I know that one.
Exactly. I don't get a response. I don't expect a response because by the time I had done this was 2 hours later, which I assume they were closed. So I go back the next day. I am talking to Sarah. And I am telling her about the situation. I read to her the whole thing. I'm just asking her, did I make a valid point by saying that? But I was explaining this to her without, reading this to her. And it's like, no, wait, I have a better idea. I will show you the conversation. And the night before, just a little preface to this, I was like, I better screenshot this just in case.
Oh, foreshadowing.
And I'm glad I did. Because when I tried to show this to Sarah on the Facebook page, that entire post, including the other people who had mentioned, they didn't reply to any of this stuff, but the people who had replied to the initial post, all gone. No trace of it whatsoever.
Did any other people join in the conversation besides them?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
And I kind of wish they had, but because it doesn't look like they get a lot of traffic there to begin with.
Okay.
It didn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even by mentioning it on this podcast, I don't know if it's going to get out.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to get this word out, and, I don't know how. I've never really contacted podcasts or anything like that, so, I'm sure they have the special email and whatnot, but I was so heated I wasn't thinking about that,
Not to mention you have your own.
Yeah, I have my own, that is true. But I wanted this word to get out,
sure.
And
get out it will.
Yeah, it will get out. All right. So at the end of the day, I was pretty heated about this, and I was pretty upset.
It shows a little, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I have done this in the past. I do not do it anymore. I do not support it. And seeing this is the reason why. Because I am trying to just get a gift for myself. Now, again, this is not the most important thing. He's going to live. 2016 will come and go. Thank God 2016 will go. But 2016 will go. 2017 will come, and he will be okay, alive, and well. All right? If he does not get this. But again, it's the principle of the matter. It's one thing on eBay that these people are already doing it. But then for a corporate store to be doing this and promoting this kind of behavior. Now, I don't know how other stores run, so I could be in the wrong by saying all this, but I've not heard of other stores doing this. I went to another used game shop where they haven't received any, but he says, I don't think we would do that.
Yeah,
and
that's wrong. Again, because you still make that same valid point of, well, if I bought it at your store and then sold it back to you for a higher price, like, is that cool?
Right. That's pretty much by their logic. That's what they were telling me.
Yeah. Does it have to come from Best Buy? Can I buy it? Could I have bought one of yours?
Exactly.
And then you give me back more money for me to give it back to you?
Clearly, they did not like something in that post, and I'm pretty sure that's what it was because it is gone. Gone. Just boom. Gone.
Well, nothing on the internet ever really disappears, but...
no, and I'm really glad I screen capped this, because I was thinking the night before, what if they erase this? I'm like, nah, nothing I ever say has that much of an impact. Thinking to myself, that's not going to happen. But I'm glad I did.
Well, sir, you've earned your gaming sainthood for this year.
Yeah.
You're doing Okami's... You're doing Amaterasu's work.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, so my now, I'm not gonna call for a boycott or anything like that. I'm not gonna do anything like that. I'm going to express how I feel, and I personally would not shop there until that situation is resolved, which it probably never will be. Okay, I'm not gonna tell people don't shop there, but just listen to this and make your own conclusion.
Yeah. I mean, if it's something you don't give a crap about, then don't give a crap about it. But if it does bother you, maybe think twice. Or don't.
Exactly. And also, I'm the one who's partial to a lot of things.
Yeah, clearly.
But I couldn't let this one go. Why it bothers me so much, I don't know. Because again, like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I get it or not. Because again, I wasn't in there looking for that. It just happened to be there.
Right.
And I was like, oh, well, hey, maybe I can go ahead and get this for my son after all.
Yeah. Not today, boyo.
Yeah, so, either way, it was frustrating. Had to get that off my chest.
Glad you did.
And I really, I mean, if you're a person who works for one of these stores, I mean, does that make sense? Because, I mean, I'm looking at it from my perspective here, and also from a logical standpoint that if there's another shipment coming in, why would you cater to that kind of behavior? That's the way where I'm looking at it. Is there something I'm missing?
I don't know. Absolutely not. And you're right. Again, eBay, people understand that they're free to sell things at whatever price they want. And if some idiot buys it at that price,
That's on them.
Good on that idiot, but stores definitely should not be doing this. And again, they blatantly have attributed to this by buying the damn thing in the first place.
Exactly. And what I think what gets me out of the whole thing is that it's not a mom and pop store.
Right.
You know, again, I would even understand it if it was a mom and pop store because it's different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was, for example, there used to be Network Video out in Burlingame.
Yep. That's exactly who I was thinking of actually when you said mom and pop store.
That's the only one of its kind. Mm. I could see them doing that, and for me, for a store like that, that would make sense because it's one person and that's it.
And they most likely never got shipments to begin with.
Exactly.
It's a good chance.
Exactly. But this, and I had to make sure that this wasn't just an Indiana thing, although I already knew this because I've been to the Chicago one. Mm-hmm. But I had to make sure that, I'm not looking at this as just somebody who owns 3 different stores in 3 different locations. No. Like I said, Chicago, 2 in Indianapolis, plenty in Ohio, in Pennsylvania, Wow. So they're located
definitely on
here
the East. They've got the East covered.
Right, not a whole lot of stores, but enough that it's considered a corporate chain.
And honestly, even I think before you've mentioned it, I think I've heard other people mention Game Exchange before.
Well, Game Exchange. This place, because there is a place called Game Exchange out here.
Oh, okay.
Also,
let's clarify then.
This place is called The Exchange.
Oh, The Exchange. Okay.
Yeah,
that I don't know.
Not Game Exchange.
Okay. Oof. See, glad we got that out of the way.
Yeah, no, it is confusing because actually, in the town that I used to live in, there was actually a store called Game Exchange, which is I think is a small chain itself, but
I have heard of it before.
Yeah, I've not been to their store in a while, but it's easy to confuse. No, but this place is called The Exchange.
All right, so there it is, folks. Go to it, don't go to it, but now you've got something to consider before walking through the door.
Right.
But do as you will.
I think if people don't also buy, the stuff, because there's people who buy it don't cause it. And I've been on that end too, where I've bought expensive things because I feel stupid now when the amiibos were big and, my ex-girlfriend and I paid outrageous amounts of money for stuff that was already back in print.
Yeah. That'll learn you up right quick.
The only one out of the amiibos that I think makes sense, just kind of sidetracking here, is the Villager, because there's 3 different versions of the Villager on there, so that makes sense.
Bored. So I don't get into this collectible thing in the first place.
I
don't get
either,
a thing.
Amiibos, I've explained it before. Amiibos is my thing just because it's stuff that we grew up on. For me, it's more the Smash Brothers Amiibos, because that's where most of them come from,
Right. No, it's not that. I understand the idea of collecting things. I don't understand collectibles, where they start releasing things in limited editions and rare releases and all that kind of stuff. That's where I start to, not really understand the whole point of it all.
Right, and it really depends on what it is. I mean, look behind me, the stuff
I see it.
Been able to get. It's just basically stuff that I'm a fan of, but I don't go out there I have to get that Call of Duty Special Edition. I don't even play Call of Duty.
Well, clearly, then why would you?
Right, exactly. All my stuff here is like.
But again, there is that guy that's like, I gotta get all 6 different colors of the Villager.
Right. See, I don't want all. Yeah. I don't want all versions of the Villager. I just want that first edition Villager, because I think it looks more presentable.
I get it. All right. Well, Maverick, how about if I lift your spirits a little bit? How about if I give you a little bit of gaming-based information that'll brighten your day for once, kind of turn things around for you a little bit?
Oh. How are you going to do that?
Okay, well, let's see how you take this one. Why did I say that? Anyways,
Please, this is a family show.
So as we all remember, last year around this time, was it Spike had their video game awards?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And as we all remember, the big debacle from the video game awards last year was that Hideo Kojima was going to receive an award for his work on the Metal Gear series up to and including Metal Gear 5. And he was barred from attending the ceremony or receiving the award from his overlords at Konami Entertainment and Company Electronic.
Yes, Konami, a shell of its former self.
That's sad. But, at any rate, we are once again approaching the Video Game Awards. And
awesome.
They are going to take to this award. And have already announced they will be once again trying to give the Achievement in Video Games Award to Hideo Kojima. And he will, in fact, be attending this time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I did not hear about this.
Oh, yeah. It's, let me see if I can get the actual name of the award here. The 2016 Industry Icon Award.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
So it's basically it's a
big middle finger to Konami.
Yeah, I'd say so. But you know what? Okay.
You keep hitting your mic today. What's going on?
Excuse me?
You keep hitting your mic today. What's going on?
I keep dropping my phone.
Stop picking it up. You and your nervous tics. All right, go ahead.
He deserves it. I've heard things here and there that I think I brought this up last year when this whole debacle started. That there were rumors going around that he may not be the easiest person to work with. Mm-hmm. Again, which is fine. Mm-hmm. That doesn't derive from the fact that he is a very talented individual.
Mm-hmm. In fact, quite a few really talented individuals, especially the ones that are able to kind of take the lead on an entire team. Mm-hmm. Typically, they're described as not being very easy to work with, but truly visionary.
Outside of video games, it is a well-known fact that I do not like Kanye West. Mm. I cannot stand him. I think he is one of the biggest assholes in the music industry. Mm-hmm. However, I won't deny that he's not, that he's talented. Because I think he is. Mm-hmm. I think I don't like all of his music. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But every now and then he comes with something that's halfway decent. At least for me, halfway decent. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, he is talented in that aspect. It's just his ego really just turns me off to him.
Sure, yeah.
So, but going back to video games, and again, I have not heard much about Hideo Kojima and his personality. These are all just rumors that I've heard. He may not be the easiest person to work with, but you know what? He's got talent, he's got a vision, and he does things for games that I've not seen in other. I mean, you see him now. You've seen him in Gears of War. You've seen him in, just these epic games. I'm like trying to think of games off the top of my head, which I'm never good at doing.
Of his games?
Gears of War. Not just his games, just games in general nowadays. The Resident Evils, Ghostbusters,
your Assassin's Creeds
and
all, yeah.
Your Assassin's Creed. I mean, they're all epic now. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that would have happened if it wasn't for Metal Gear. Now, I could be wrong. There could be other games out there, but to my knowledge, I think Metal Gear was the first to really tackle on that kind of epic storytelling that they did.
No, I think you're right. Yeah, nothing really had come close before that. I mean, obviously games, there were super popular series, your Mario Brothers and Sonics and stuff like that, but nothing that made you feel like you were basically playing a movie.
Right, and that's exactly what I felt with this. I mean, right down to, it was kind of weird that they did it this way, but in video game logic, it makes sense. When they introduced a new character, they said their name, and it said their voice actor right next to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, talk about an engrossing experience. That's a game that sucked you in. The first Metal Gear Solid, like, yeah.
Well,
you got lost.
Even before that. Now I haven't been able to play I haven't invested too much time in Metal Gear 1 and 2, which were made available on the Metal Gear Solid Subsistence disc for Metal Gear Solid 3. But from what I understand, even those games, especially Metal Gear 2, had that really in-depth storytelling. Of course, he couldn't do all the stuff he did in Metal Gear and beyond.
Sure.
You know, but it was like he treated it in that respect. And so, and then, you know, he made other games too. Metal Gear weren't his only game. Unfortunately, I've never played them though, but I've heard it, especially Alpha Omega Sin, who loves Snatcher.
Snatcher.
He said that's supposed to be a good one. Police Knots
is the other one that gets touted a lot, yeah.
And Zone of Enders, which I think that one isn't as popular as some of the other ones, from what I understand.
I heard the second one was great, though.
Yeah? I'll have to check them out. Check both of them out. I'm interested in, out of all of those outside of Metal Gear that I'm interested in Snatcher.
Which one is that one?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Sounds interesting. Let's play it.
Yeah. Well, no, there's one scene in particular that I always remember. Like, they're in a bar or something, and there are like all these other Konami characters that you can talk to.
Oh,
and, like, but
that's funny.
You'll see like Sparkster in there, and you'll see like Simon Belmont having dinner with Dracula. And
that's what they do when the cameras stop rolling.
Exactly.
Hey, Jack, wanna go get a sandwich? All right.
It's kind of like one of those old Warner Brother cartoons with Ralph and Sam. Morning, Ralph. Morning, Sam.
Morning, Sam. Please tell me Konami Man was in there as well.
You know, if he is, I did not notice him. That'd be freaking awesome.
More love for Konami Man.
Anyone who doesn't know, he does have his own game in Japan, Konami Wawa World.
Oh, snap.
Or YY World. Yeah.
Is that a Nintendo game?
It's a Nintendo game, yeah.
I gotta find that.
And so, I mean, that part alone just interested me, because I was like, okay, what is this game about? Where they're going into a bar where there's a stripper. I guess she's a stripper. And the bar is full of Konami characters. I think the other characters that are in there are the Konami characters. Excuse me, they're all Konami characters. Bill and Lance from Contra,
nice,
are in there. So yeah, there are a couple of characters. I think there's another that I wasn't sure. Goemon from Mystical Ninja.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So, quite a few characters in there, but that alone just kind of intrigued me. And then I found out it was a game by Hideo Kojima. I wanted to say it's about you're playing as a detective, but again, I don't know for sure. I've not played it. Alpha Omega Sin talks about it all the time, but he doesn't talk about what it is really. He just talks about how much he loves the game.
How great it is.
And I'm just like, I want to check this out. The only problem is this: that whenever I hear something that's hyped up, I'm usually let down. Skyrim is a big example of that.
Oh, really?
So. Yeah, I was disappointed by Skyrim.
Wow. We're gonna get some emails now.
It just didn't interest me.
So anyway, so the Game Awards, actually not on Spike anymore. It's called the Game Awards. If you do want to go see Mr. Kojima finally get what he deserves, it'll be streaming December 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Game Awards website, I'm guessing. Probably YouTube.
It'll be on YouTube eventually, because knowing myself, I'll probably miss it. But,
I mean, as much as I like to watch the E3 press conferences and all that kind of stuff, that's one I probably won't watch. I'm not big on award shows anyways, in general.
I used to be. MTV made it kind of fun for a while when they had Arsenio Hall hosting for like the first 2 years, and then kind of got boring after that. Not the first 2 years, but the first 2 years I started watching.
Yeah.
But after that, it kind of got boring, and I was like, okay, award shows are kind of boring. I remember one year the MTV Music Video Awards had had best video game soundtrack or whatnot, and they had D12 do the intro. I was like, okay, this is my first year seeing this award being presented, and then D12 f***s it all up because, you know, they're D12. They're trying to read off the script. It's like, oh, never mind. This is for blah, 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 you know. And it's like, whoa, that was underwhelming. Thank you, MTV. And I have no interest in this now.
Good job, Eminem and your friends.
Oh, Eminem wasn't there. It was just the rest
so
of D12.
D11?
Yeah, pretty much. But it's D12 being D12, and then I don't remember if I saw anything after that because I stopped watching the MTV Awards by that time.
Yeah. Well, now that we're talking about this, hang on. So I've just run across an article for the nominees. Maybe we could just discuss this for a little bit and
sure.
Call it a day. Let's see here. All right. So we've got. Let me start at the bottom of the list because for some reason the list starts with Game of the Year. So let's see here.
Hold on. Let me preface this. I'm using that word all night. Preface. I'll just say preface for now.
I say preface, but go ahead. I speak the Queen's English.
This.
Prefacci.
I'm almost sure that more than half these games I haven't played.
There's a good chance, man. 2016 was kind of a light year for us, but let's see anyways, just so we can say. So this is what I get for starting at the bottom of the list. You ready for this?
Sure.
We start with best esports game.
Oh God. Okay, I'm done.
Well, actually, there's two on here you might be interested in though.
Oh, what's that?
So it's between Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, Overwatch, and Street Fighter 5.
Okay, I'm interested in Street Fighter. Overwatch, but does Street Fighter 5 really belong in there? Because that's kind of like
this was kind of their debut year for being an esport.
I see.
A legit esport, like on TV type thing with the rest of these. I actually didn't really know much about Overwatch esporting. I mean, I'm sure that it exists, but the other three definitely, and obviously Street Fighter 5 we talked about earlier in the year how they did really well on ESPN. So
yeah,
they're the newcomer, that's for sure.
Hopefully, because I haven't really paid attention to Street Fighter 5, which, by the way, side note, Black Friday. Some stores are selling it for $19.99 on Black Friday, except that GameStop is already selling it at $19.99, so that makes no sense to me.
Thank God it's on sale.
Yeah. Just thought that was weird. But anyway.
Oh, here's two where I really want your input.
Well, hold on before we go on.
Okay.
Congratulations to Street Fighter 5. I've been knocking it quite a bit this year, but that's only because Capcom really dropped the ball on that game.
Yes, they did have a botched launch.
But hopefully they picked up some steam now. But thank you, Capcom, for also giving King of Fighters a little bit of an edge this year.
I'm gonna give it to Overwatch though, just because I love the shit out of that game. All right,
I haven't played it, but it looks fun.
So please,
you want my input?
Yes,
I know. Please try to play it sometime this weekend.
So first is best esports team.
Okay.
You want to just go off their names?
These
names are great. Let me just read you some of these team names.
Okay.
So you've got SK Telecom T1. Just rolls right off the tongue.
Right. Go on.
Wings Gaming. It's a little better, I guess. SK Gaming. Some more SK.
What does SK stand for?
I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody will tell us later.
Okay.
This is the only one that actually sounds like a team name. Rox Tigers. That's Rox ROX.
Okay.
And Cloud9.
I would like to assume that Cloud9 is a Final Fantasy reference, but I don't know. It's a gaming thing. Anything goes.
Oh, but wait, it gets better.
Oh boy.
It gets better. Then we get to find out who's the best esports player.
Oh, good. Another topic I'm not fully knowledgeable about.
There is a Street Fighter V guy on here, though.
Then I vote the Street Fighter V guy.
Yes. Well, there is a Smash Bros guy on here, too, but...
Then I vote the Smash Bros guy.
Alright, so let's see. Oh, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a section called Best Fan Creation.
Okay.
So it's an award for best fan-created content, like mods, fan films, and other player content.
Hacks?
Huh?
Hacks?
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 Yeah, like hacks.
Oh, hacks? I mean, yeah, I guess like really good hacks would be considered, yes. So let's see. So Project A2MR, I don't know what that is. Brutal Doom 64. So that's that recent hack of Doom 64 that was upscaled or whatever. Endural, the Shards of Order. Okay. And this is the only one I ever even heard of, really. Pokemon Uranium.
Actually, I have heard of Pokemon Uranium.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't think there would be something I knew on here.
Yeah, I was like,
there is.
I'll give it to them.
Pokemon Uranium, from what I understand, because I'm not a Pokemon player, but I know enough that apparently this game could potentially be a contender for an official, like, you could easily mistake it for a Pokemon game,
right.
Is what I've heard.
I feel like they've got a cease and desist.
I think they pulled it before they did, is what I've heard, mainly because, or were they the ones? I think they're the ones to pull, because there's one hack that got pulled because they did not want to receive a cease and desist. I want to say it was this one. If not, I cannot remember the other game that it was. However, the nice thing about Pokemon Uranium is that this guy pretty much built the game from the ground up.
Yeah,
now,
on his own.
I think that even all the monsters in that game are original. They're not Nintendo official. So that right there, he gets props. The only problem I have with that is that he is using the Pokemon name.
Well, I think, wasn't it like based off of a Pokemon game that was supposed to come out and was canceled or something like that?
That I don't remember.
I feel like that was part of something.
But that part I don't remember, but I do know that that is meant to be that was supposed to be meant for the ground up, and I think maybe they used the Pokemon name just so it could gain some recognition, but it could easily pass as its own game. I mean, nothing in it, from what I understand, except for the concept itself, which I don't think you can copyright a concept.
Yeah, people can tell us how wrong we are on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you can patent it.
Yeah.
But I don't... Do they have that patent? Because, I mean, you got Digimon, which came out first, and I know this, folks.
I don't know if you can patent it. You can certainly trademark the name Pokemon, though.
Well, yeah, and that's something he shouldn't be using. I mean, that's an original game right there. He'd take the Pokemon out, go out with something else, put, Touchymon, or, Grabbymon. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Moving on. I take slight umbrage with this next one. You'll see why in a second. So this is Trending Gamer.
Oh, brother. Okay.
So it's for notable influencer, online streamer, or media personality in 2016. So number one, probably going to be the one that gets it, Angry Joe Show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number two, who I'd probably rather see get it, Boogie2988.
Okay, this is more interesting.
And then it just goes downhill. Danny O'Dwyer? I think he's a Minecraft guy.
Never heard of him.
Jacksepticeye.
Never heard of him.
And Lyric.
Never heard of him.
And not spelled.
I know Angry Joe, and I know
Boogie.
Boogie, not personally, but I know of them. I watch their content. I but the thing is, I'm not a fan of the Francis character.
Oh man, come on.
In fact, I've stated this before.
You thought he was real.
I thought he was real.
See, for me personally, that means he's even more deserving of an award.
But I mean, I do like the stuff that he puts out when he's speaking as himself. And he just comes off very charismatic.
So what I think, what he does, he'll do Let's Plays as himself, and then he'll also do Let's Plays in character, and that's what I think is pretty funny. And he's got other characters other than Francis too now, but.
And see, I'm not big on the whole Let's Play thing. That's not to say that I couldn't change my mind on it, but as of right now, I'm not big into that.
Right. My problem is, how come we're not on this list?
Yeah, how come? I mean, we're only,
this whole thing
37 shows in?
This whole thing is just rigged. All right. Moving on. Here we go. Things are getting more interesting now.
What?
What?
I didn't get to state my argument for Angry Joe.
Oh, okay. No, he's fine.
Because I do follow Angry Joe too. I can only talk on the people that I do know. I don't know about the other guys.
Okay.
But what I can appreciate about Angry Joe, despite sometimes him going off on irrelevant issues, such as getting a copyright claim from Nintendo, knowing it would happen, and then going off about it, that's about the biggest problem I've had with him.
Mm-hmm.
However, that being said, I appreciate the content he puts out, and I do think that he tries to put out legit material.
Mm.
What I mean by that is that he doesn't try to put up with this cut and paste journalism where it's, oh well, we'll do this for you and you give us a review and blah blah blah. He tries to be pretty straightforward with it.
Mm.
The only reason he would lose points is for that whole Nintendo thing that he did about a year ago, I think.
There you go, Joe. You and Francis there, neck and neck, in the Maverick Awards show.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said that about Nintendo.
Well,
now you're gonna get it.
But you know what huh?
Now you're gonna get it.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
He had this in the bag, despite all the weird stuff he was saying about Nintendo. But what nobody told Maverick was that people were actually going to vote for Angry Joe anyways. They were just too scared to say anything.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's got the award, and everybody's mad. Wait, am I still talking about the same thing? I think I'm talking about something else now.
What I'm asking you is, you do know about that situation, right?
No.
Oh, okay, so I'll just explain it here. About a year ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, when Nintendo first launched their their botched program.
Is this their program for streaming games or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, for whatever they do.
Right.
He didn't sign up for that, from what I understand. And he went ahead and did a live video, I think, of Mario Party 10, I believe it was. And this is how it had already been stated that Nintendo was going to copyright claim this stuff and whatnot. And I forget if it was the live stream or he did a review or what, but Nintendo did strike him. And then he made a video about it, complaining about it, knowing that this could happen. And it left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. And usually I defend this guy because, he's trying to do journalism. And I don't believe he has a degree in journalism, but I can understand where he's trying to do things legit. But this particular issue, I could not agree with him on, because it's like, why are you going to do it if you know they're going to get a copyright strike, and then you're going to complain about it?
Right.
And that's the only issue I have, and that's where I would lose. He would lose some points with me. I've let that pass, but it's an issue that people probably will take into consideration when it comes to winning this award. At least I would think so. Or
who knows?
Or I know that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. This is 2016. Yeah. We're talking about. Anything goes.
Here. Who knows? Who cares?
Yeah. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but I'm just saying that that is a little bit of a what's the word?
Chink in
that
the
is
armor.
A little bit of a deal breaker. For that will be for some people.
You're a Jacksepticeye guy, aren't you? That's what it is.
Oh yeah, I'm a Jacksepticeye guy. Ooh. Yeah, I like Septor.
Yeah, the guy. I like the Sepii. All right, most anticipated game. Now we're getting into actual Game Awards.
Okay. Is that what we're talking about? Game Awards?
Now we're finally at the Game Awards of the Game Awards.
Okay.
So first we have God of War.
Well, best reality show.
Down for that. What? No. Best reality show about games. Horizon Zero Dawn. Mass Effect Andromeda. Red Dead Redemption 2. And The Legend of Zelda Call of the Wild.
That'll probably go to...
Breath of Wild Arms. Wild Ambition.
It'll probably go to Zelda.
Most likely, yeah.
I mean, that's, that's like putting a whole bunch... That's like putting a whole bunch of movies that are just anticipated and putting it against Star Wars.
Right. I mean, as much as I am really excited to see what Red Dead 2 is going to be, even I gotta say, I would... If I had to choose one, I would probably go for Zelda first.
You Link supporter?
Huh?
You Link supporter?
I'm more of a Switch supporter than a Link supporter. That's all. All right.
Go on.
Best multiplayer. So Battlefield 1.
In there? Is Bomberman in there?
Saturn Bomberman, number 2. Gears of War 4. Overcooked. Overwatch. Titanfall 2. And Rainbow Six Siege.
Well, considering I haven't played any of those games...
That's a toughie for me, man.
I just probably think Overwatch just because of the hype I've seen over it. And plus,
Battlefield's
also, I have a little bias because I'm actually interested in that game.
Battlefield's freaking fun, though, dude. That's a tough one. But it's like comparing, Toy Story 3 with Saving Private Ryan. Like, they're both great movies. They're very, very different from each other, though.
Right.
So, But those are definitely, if either of those two won, I don't think I'd be upset.
Honestly.
All right, this one hitting real close to home now. Best sports or racing game.
Oh, boy.
Gonna skip.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to assume Madden's on that list.
Let's see here. No, sir. There's actually no Madden. There are no sports people's names on here at all.
Okay. Well then.
There is a FIFA though, so keep dreaming.
Okay.
Alrighty. Oh. I'm gonna reorder this list a little bit just for anticipation's sake. Best family game. Okay, I know you're laughing. It didn't seem interesting until I read one of these, but okay.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
What?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
No. Dragon Quest Builders.
Ooh, okay.
Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Ratchet and Clank. Skylanders Imaginators.
Just came out.
And Pokemon Go.
Wow.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Freaking mobile game going up against console games.
Oh, but it has Pokemon in it, so there.
That's their reasoning.
There's a winner. Yeah.
I mean, even the description, it doesn't really seem to fit very well. Best game for family play. Pokemon Go is a one-player game, but okay. Including Toys to Life, rhythm, music, dance, and other genres.
That's the description?
That's the description for this category.
Okay, well. I mean, you do go hang out with other people who could be family members. So yeah, it could be.
I guess
Pokemon
so. I'm not about to buy my kids their own phone though, so they're still using my phone. Still just one of us. But we have gone out together, me and my sons, all to catch a Pokemon. So that's interesting to me.
Yeah, Pokemon's in the bag. Go on.
The world is changing. Best strategy game? Do you care?
No.
I'm gonna give it to the Banner Saga 2 and just move on.
Alright.
Oh, buddy. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be tough. Best fighting game?
Street Fighter 5.
Killer Instinct. Street Fighter 5.
Surprise!
Pokken Tournament.
Yeah,
Pokken Tournament. KOF 14.
It better go to KOF 14.
It
probably won't.
It actually stands a pretty good chance if those are the nominees.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope that they would take this.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is that people still love Street Fighter V. I know you take issue. You can't let go of the release.
Can't let go of
Other
the
people
release,
have.
Yeah.
Other people have, and they love the crap out of that game. So, it's going to be a tough battle there.
And I am considering getting it now that it's gone down to a more decent price. But still, I mean, take into consideration. Yeah, I can't let go. Take into consideration what SNK did that Capcom should have done.
We'll see if they will. I don't even know how these are voted for. I don't know if the audience votes for them or what. Yeah, anyways,
it's the Video Game Electoral College that decides.
Oh. Man, dude, you want to see how much the landscape of games has changed? Let's do this next category.
Oh boy.
Best RPG.
Okay.
Dark Souls 3. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. The Witcher 3. Specifically The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, the Blood and Wine expansion pack.
Okay.
World of Warcraft Legion. So another expansion pack.
Right.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Is there more?
No, but that's 5 games. Only 2 of them are Japanese. I don't count Deus Ex, even though it's Square Enix, because it's an Eidos game, technically.
Well, because, didn't that start out as...
it wasn't made in Japan.
Company.
It's one of their sub-companies, or whatever you call them.
So Xenoblade Chronicles, and what was the other one?
Japanese, the Dark Souls 3.
Was Dark Souls 3 Japanese?
Yeah, it's made by Namco.
And is that an RPG? I thought it was an action game.
It's an action RPG. Like you're collecting weapons and experiencing points up, and you're leveling up and all that kind of stuff.
I miss turn-based.
There's a story. A lot of people don't, man. A lot of people don't. It just needs to be done right to where it's not boring as all. I just find this so amazing. How much the world has changed. I find it weird that a freaking expansion pack for World of Warcraft could still be nominated. That game came out how many decades ago now?
It's like, well, I mean, and that's probably why they're doing the expansion pack, because that's what makes it relevant.
Oh, of course.
If they just think about it, if they said, and World of Warcraft, I was like, didn't that game come out 10 years ago?
Well, of course. Obviously, it's because the expansion pack's the only reason they left it in. It's still World of Warcraft, though, no matter which way you slice it. I just think it's crazy. Let's see here. All right. Best action-adventure game. Dishonored 2. I didn't even realize it was already out.
Oh, yeah, that just came out.
Hitman. Hyper Light Drifter. Ratchet and Clank. And Uncharted 4.
I would guess that it would probably go to Uncharted 4.
That's definitely the lock. Although I would want to give it to Hyper Light Drifter. Personally,
I don't even know what that is.
It's an indie game. It's like a top-down shooter, but it's all 8-bit graphics.
Oh, nice!
But like really beautifully animated. So I would like to see the underdog win, but we'll see. Best action game. This is where things get muddy. This is basically the same as another one of these categories. So Battlefield 1.
All right.
Gears of War 4. Overwatch. Okay. Titanfall 2, which didn't that also just come out?
Right.
And Doom. So Doom finally gets on here.
Right.
So now...
Doom... Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Doom I've seen in action. Now, I've never played the original Doom, but I heard it's a return to form.
It's supposed to be really good.
I did. And
oh, no, I just find it funny that it didn't get nominated in any of the other categories, and the fact that these are all FPSs.
Yeah, go figure.
Well, I guess Gears of War is technically not. It's a third-person shooter,
third first-person shooter.
Very nearly close to being inside the character. Oh, this has got to be a first time. Although, I don't know, I didn't watch last year. Best VR game.
That's probably a first-year category.
Yeah. None of which we've played, so let's just move on. Unless you're really interested.
Not unless Resident Evil's included in there.
Nope. Batman's on here, though.
I heard it was ridiculously short. But you're also not paying a whole bunch for it, so...
I didn't even know it was out already.
Yeah, I've been seeing it all over the place. It's like I see it next to Telltale Games Batman.
Right, that one I knew was out.
Which I'm interested in playing, but then, like, Telltale Games... Well, I guess not playing, but choosing my adventure. Because that's all Telltale games are nowadays.
Yeah. That's all they've ever really been.
You know what? I get them confused with Traveler Tales.
Yeah, I used to do that too. I finally kind of got it figured out, though. Oh my goodness. All right. This is just... wow. Best mobile / handheld.
Oh, God. And how many mobile games are on there? What's the big one this year?
You have to ask?
Pokemon Go? Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, I forgot about that.
I think 3 of these are mobile games, and only 2 of them are handheld games.
What are the mobile games?
Clash Royale, Pokemon Go, and Severed.
You've never heard of them, except for Pokemon Go.
The mobile games Fire Emblem Fates and Monster Hunter Generations.
Monster Hunter has a pretty big following. I've not played the latest
here
one,
in America?
but... Huh?
Here in America?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It has quite a big... if not a fan following, like a cult following.
I see more of a cult following.
But it does have its fans.
And it does have to get over Pokemon Go, so...
For me, it's like a combination of World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 7. Not 7, 11.
Yeah, I can see that. Best indie game? Well, this might be a tough one. It's between Firewatch, Hyper Light Drifter, Inside, Stardew Valley, and The Witness. 4 of those I've heard reviewed very well.
Wow.
So, we'll see how that goes. What the heck is this? Games for Impact. Honoring exemplary games that take on real-world issues and advocate for social change. Moving on. Best performance.
Wait, no. I want to hear what these games are. I'd love to hear if Grand Theft Auto was one of them.
As an advocate for social change?
Yes.
Okay, well, you're going to be thoroughly disappointed, and don't worry, you are not going to know any of these.
I still want to hear these anyway.
1979 Revolution, Black Friday.
Okay.
Block Hood.
No.
Orwell.
No.
Sea Hero Quest.
No.
That Dragon Cancer.
I've actually heard that one.
Seriously?
I've heard of that one. Yeah, because Pushing Up Roses reviewed it.
Oh.
Well, she didn't. She didn't call it a review. More of like her experience with the game. So, yeah, it seemed quite emotional and whatnot. But yeah, it's actually a pretty sad story.
Well, there you go.
So just because I've heard of that one only,
that's the one. Give it to him.
That's the one that should win. Yeah,
or the game or whatever. Alrighty. Here's one I'm interested in. Best performance awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and/or performance capture.
David Hayter.
So Andy Serkis, Andy Serkis, and Nolan North. Who did you say?
David Hayter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not happening this year. Sorry, David.
All right, so
maybe they'll patch things up and he'll be in Death Stranding.
There you go.
We'll see. Yeah, so skipping.
Yeah, could you imagine David Hayter's voice coming out of Norman Reedus'?
Well, let's not make him the Norman Reedus character, please.
Go on.
Anyways. Okay, so moving down to the middle, yeah, obviously Nolan North is Nathan Drake. Alex Hernandez as Lincoln Clay in Mafia 3. Cissy Jones as Delilah in Firewatch. Emily Rose as Elena in Uncharted 4. Rich Sommer as Henry in Firewatch. Firewatch getting a lot of awards, or getting a lot of nominations this year. And Troy Baker as Sam Drake in Uncharted 4.
And since I've never played any of those games, I couldn't give a fair judgment on that.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Those are all real fine people. Best music / sound design. Battlefield 1.
King of Fighters 14.
Doom. Inside. Res Infinite and Thumper, which I guess is about a rabbit. 14. It's not on there.
That's my winner.
Okay.
Yeah, King of Fighters 14.
Best art direction. Abzu, Firewatch, Inside, Overwatch, Uncharted 4. Please give it to Overwatch. That's no question for me. Give it to Overwatch. Game is amazing.
It's not a request. It's a demand.
Yeah, give it to Overwatch. Best narrative. Firewatch may actually win. Inside, Mafia 3, probably not. Oxenfree, forgot that game came out, and Uncharted 4. Uncharted's getting a lot towards the top.
Yeah, how much more do we have to go?
2.
Okay.
Game direction, best game direction. Blizzard for Overwatch. EA DICE for Battlefield 1. Also a good choice. id Software for Doom. Naughty Dog for Uncharted, and Respawn for Titanfall 2. Again, I re-emphasize, is this game even out yet? How do people know?
It just came out.
How can if it just came out? How can you nominate something for an award show that comes out in 2 weeks?
They get paid for it.
And lastly, here we are. Game of the Year.
King of Fighters 14. We're done.
All right. Doom. Inside. I gotta get Inside. I've heard so many good things. Overwatch. Titanfall 2. And Uncharted 4.
Okay, well.
I mean, some of those.
I don't know. I would think Overwatch. I think Overwatch is going to win a lot of those awards.
I hope so. They put a lot of love into that game. Which, by the way, right now, if you're listening to this, it's too late, but you just missed another free weekend in case you haven't tried out Overwatch yet. I'm enjoying it.
I'm going to try it tomorrow, depending on what happens, but yeah. I'm eager to try it out. It's already installed on my PlayStation. I just haven't been able to play it.
Pop it in, sir. Pop it all up in. Actually, it's on and it's free until Monday, so you may actually get some champs. And that, I think, is going to do it for this news-packed episode of the Gaming Tangents podcast. As always, if you want to communicate with us, keep the conversation going, you can always reach us on Twitter at CrossPlat Show. You can also find us at our Facebook page, facebook.com/crossplatform show, and you can always email us with any questions, comments, things of that nature to crossplatformshow@gmail.com. If you're listening to us for the first time, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the sound of our voices. And if you wouldn't mind listening to us a few more times, you can always subscribe to the RSS feed. I got it now. All right. RSS feed. Also, obviously, subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play Podcasts, Blurberry, Stitcher Radio, what have you. We're on all of them. Give us a nice review, nice comments, all that sort of thing. And you can always find us at our home base over on SoundCloud.com/Gaming Tangents. Aside from that, you can also always find previous episodes of this show uploaded onto our YouTube page. Just do a search for Gaming Tangents Podcast on YouTube and we will come up, and you can hear how disturbingly green we were once way back when we couldn't talk and had zero charisma. It's great. You should go back and don't do it, please, never mind. I'm gonna delete them. I should have done that. Anyways, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Please join us again next week. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Well, aren't you going on assignment next week?
Oh, that's right. I won't be here. Hopefully, Maverick will have something for you.
Hopefully, I'm trying to get something together. I'm trying to get something together, considering I just found out about this last week.
I'm calling in live from the Starcade in Tomorrowland, and there's video games here. It's great. I gotta go now.
Wait. Did you find the Fix-It Feel-It machine? Or Fix-It Felix? Fix-It Felix, that's it.
Felix Jr.
Yeah.
Last time I was there, they had like 5 of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, that's going to do it for us. We will see you all maybe next week.
Perhaps.
I'll leave that in Maverick's hands. Until then, please remember to keep on running and jumping.
Keep on platforming, everyone.
Bye-bye. Why must you insist on singing the music?
Would you like to play again? You have selected no.